Hello, and welcome back to another Dose of Sunshine episode. I am your host, Sunny Nielsen, messaging expert, and today we are going to cover a topic that I love. This is my zone of genius. This is where I love to work in, and it is optimization. Now, optimization is such a crucial thing in a business, and a lot of people are, sometimes they're doing it, or sometimes they think they're doing all that they can, but there are always more ways that you can optimize. And I really want to drive this home, the power of optimization and the necessity of optimization inside a business, and all of the ways that you can optimize, all of the areas, departments, all the little things and big things that you can optimize to make your business run better, run smoother, get more clients, make more money. Everybody likes more money, right? So optimization is such an amazing topic, and I'm sure I'm going to cover it numerous times over the course of this show. But today we're going to talk the first time on optimization so that you guys can get a taste for what it is and why it's so important for your business. So if you've never joined me on my show before, welcome. Love to have you. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have, there we go, camera. Again, if you've never joined me before, welcome. If you haven't liked my business page, please go ahead and like it, hit the bell around wherever this video is, and you'll be notified the next time that I put up another episode. If you know of anyone who wants tips or tricks on business, marketing, creativity, or just how to survive while running a business and being a wife and mom, please tag them in the comments or share this out to them, because again, that's what we cover on Dose of Sunshine. That's what I cover on Dose of Sunshine: business, marketing, creativity, and of course, trying to run a business while being a wife and mom. It can get a little crazy, and so this is why I'm here to share my stories with you so that you can be more efficient, more effective, and make more money in your business by using all of the lovely tips and examples and learning from my mistakes, because there are going to be some of those as well. So if you do share it out, we would love for you, I would love for you to share it out and use my hashtag DOSunshine. That is DO Sunshine. That is for Dose of Sunshine. That just lets me know that you are sharing it with the world so that other people can benefit. Now, let's jump right into optimization, shall we? Now, if you've never really dug into the concept of optimization, it's okay. You might be starting a business, or maybe you work in a corporate side, where you work for someone else and they haven't really talked a lot about optimization. But it's still really good to understand this concept so that you can see, even within your job or within your existing company, how you can use optimization to make yourself run more efficient or your business run more efficient. So this is a great topic to just familiarize yourself with. So let me read the official definition. Let's find it. The official definition of optimization. Optimization is the action of making the best or most effective use of a situation or resource. Now, let me read that again very clearly, because you need to understand what optimization is before you can use it, right? Optimization is the action of making the best or most effective use of a situation or resource. Now, when we break that down, optimization basically means that we want to make sure that you are doing the minimal amount of work that's the most effective in achieving the result that you want. So when we're talking about optimization, it can be in any area of a business. So a lot of times people hear optimization and they think optimization in terms of just like operations or logistics. But I also want you to think about operations in terms of manpower, in terms of messaging, which is where my expertise really comes in. As a messaging expert, I really help craft the marketing and the messaging to make it optimal for conversion rates, for sales, for closes, things like that. But you can really address almost any area of a business and find ways to make it more efficient and more effective. Now, if you don't think optimization is really helpful, or it's not worth the time to really go into it, I really want to read one example to you, because here's one thing, and it's always stuck with me, this story of optimization that shows that if you're willing to take the time to dig into these optimizations, they can reap really large rewards. Now, this was an article from Business Insider, and this is a story clear back from 2011, but it's always stuck with me. And it's the concept that UPS, which if you're not in the United States, it's a delivery service for us. I'm sure it's around the world. You've probably seen an ad for it. But they're truck drivers, right? They deliver packages, package delivery. But there is an article in Business Insider from 2011 where they talk about how they were able to optimize their delivery system. They did it by looking and evaluating all of the routes for their truck drivers and developed a system where their truck drivers never turned left. They never turned left. And the reason why they did that is because they said that it wasted gas, wasted time, increased the possibility for accidents. All of those things were cutting into the delivery and the effectiveness of their drivers. And here's the stats that they said on here as far as the strategy that paid off. That the routing software that UPS looked at and to assess this and optimize the truck routes shaved 20.4 million miles off the routes. 20.4 million miles. So that, and it also diminished the CO2 emissions by 20,000 metric tons. Now, when you think about those statistics, realize that, I mean, it's kind of a little thing, and it's kind of a silly thing. Like when you think about it, it's like, okay, all your drivers are just not going to turn left anymore. Like it seems so little. But when they looked at their system, when they looked at the entire delivery process, start to finish, they saw all of these ways that they could, you know, become more efficient, become more effective, make it safer for their drivers. So by them simply changing the way that they designed the routes so that their truck drivers were only turning right, it not only made their drivers safe, but it cost, you know, it shaved miles and gas and wear and tear on the trucks. All of that was diminished, which saved them money. It saved them millions. And I want you to think about this kind of optimization for your own business. Now, these are a couple of stories because I really want you to show, I want you to see that businesses every day are going through this optimization process. And you should be as well. Because once you've established a business, once you've established a process, you know, oftentimes, especially as a small business owner or when you're just starting a business, you are literally going, I just need to build a process to get it out there. I just need to start, right? And I want you to just start. Just go out there and do. But once you have a process there, then it's a chance for you to take a step back and say, okay, this is the process that I've established for round A. Like this is phase one. Now let's look at phase two. How can we make this better? How can we make the process more smooth, more effective, less steps, you know, or maybe the packaging can be changed, the delivery can be changed. This is your chance to say, I've got it functioning, but now let's run it. Let's try and get it so it's running smoothly and effectively and just running like butter, okay? So I want you to think about the UPS example, where they not only looked at how the drivers, you know, as far as turning right or left, but they also looked at all of the ways that this could impact their business in a positive way. So, you know, they were able to see that by simply changing a left turn to a right turn, it minimized all of these other effects in the business. So one of the best areas that I think business owners can look at is the onboarding process. Like this area, especially for me, because, you know, my expertise is messaging and my expertise really is in the marketing area and trying to bring people into your business, capturing them, making them a client, and then continuing to talk with them forever and ever. So one of the best ways and one of the first areas that I really recommend for small businesses is to look at the conversion process, the messaging that you are saying to your prospects all the way down to making them a buyer for the first time, and making sure that that message is consistent. And it's you know, the same message being told again and again, because in the consistency, they see, okay, they're telling me one thing, they're selling me one thing, and they deliver that one thing, and they've checked all the boxes and they've delivered on all the promises that they've given. And a lot of times businesses, they push in the advertising of, let's just try and get them, let's just try and get them. But then when they actually get to the sale, and this is the difference, is that when they actually get to the sale, then all of a sudden the sales guys aren't mirroring the messaging that's coming in and that you've been driving all this traffic to, you've been spending all this money for. Making sure that your sales guys are mirroring what they're hearing in the ads, in the marketing. Because if that's not congruent, then chances are they're not going to close as many sales. And so you are now wasting some of that marketing money, because if they're not saying the same thing, people aren't really going to buy, and it causes friction. And I want to remove as much friction out of the processes as possible. So that's one area for your messaging. And another area that I think is so valuable to look at is the delivery of your product. And a great way to do this, and I don't know how many business owners do this, I do this with every single one of my clients, is I actually visually map out every single step of the fulfillment process. So, if they're saying, okay, someone makes a sale, then from there they get an email that says, thank you so much for your purchase. You will get tracking information for your item in 24 hours. And then there's an email that gets sent to the fulfillment warehouse. The fulfillment warehouse does XYZ thing. Then the warehouse guy then gives it to the delivery truck. Delivery truck goes here. Email gets sent to the client saying, here's your tracking stuff. Oftentimes people don't realize how many steps actually go into a process. And by simply mapping it out, it can give you a really good representation of all of the steps, all of the barriers, all the potential areas that a process could break, or potential bottlenecks that you have in that process. So I really recommend, I highly recommend that you visually map out each step, because once you see that, you can easily see that there might be an area that is a complete bottleneck for your fulfillment process. Say, you've got a QA process, everything's fulfilled and they have to go through a quality assurance person before it's officially shipped. But you've only got one quality assurance person. And all of a sudden, all of your orders are being filtered to one person, and they can only do so much work. So you're capping out on the amount of energy and effort she can do, or he can do, whoever that person is. That gives you a chance to say, hey, I can optimize this by either changing the process to eliminate the bottleneck completely, or two, I can see, is there a way to break out the QA process to make it, parts of it more automated so that that job can then be faster. Or I can hire another person, which could get orders filled faster and delivery, so satisfaction goes up and people buy more. But those are all different ways that you can think about optimization. And I want you to see that this is such a necessity if you want to continue to grow your business, because I want you to be the most cost-effective, the most efficient, and the most the business that people get most satisfaction from using. So if any of this has resonated with you, please drop a note in the comments. Optimization. I would love to see you say optimization in the comments. If you have any questions about optimization, how it's used in business, if there are other areas that you are struggling with going, how can this be optimized? Drop a note in the comments or send a private message to me. I'm happy to go through those to try and give you some more ideas on areas in your business that you can optimize, ways that it could potentially be optimized, and how you can make your business more effective, more efficient, and ultimately make more money. So optimization is a fantastic thing. It is really the thing that I love the most about business. So if you have any questions, any comments, drop them inside the comments here. Drop me a private note, or please just follow up, because I want to make sure that you have all the tools available to you in order to optimize your business. So thank you so much for joining me. I am so excited, and you're going to be getting another episode about optimization at another time, because this is just a topic that I love, that I think is so near and dear to my heart, because it can help every business out there. So thank you so much for joining me, catching me live or catching me on the replay. I appreciate every single one of my viewers, and I hope you will catch me on the next episode. So until then, have a fantastic day and happy running your business.